On this episode of China Uncensored, China's very own Hollywood. Hi, welcome to China Uncensored. I'm your host, Chris Chappell. The land and rivers of China are chock full of garbage, but why stop there? China is now not only creating, but surpassing the US's greatest garbage maker, Hollywood. That's right, China's richest man, multi-billionaire Wang Jianlin, head of the Dalian Wanda group that you may otherwise know as the owners of AMC Theaters, has promised to build China a Hollywood. The Independent is calling it Chollywood because China has a C in it, and so you just put the C in front of Hollywood. That's very clever. Now, let me just take this moment to congratulate Wang and say, if you're ever in the market for an Agent Smith lookalike that's willing to work for below union wages, I'm your guy. For $8.2 billion, that's 50 billion yuan, Wang will create the Qingdao Oriental Movie Metropolis. The complex, due to be finished in 2017, will contain 20 studios, one of which is permanently underwater, and I assume that was not a mistake. A 108,000 square foot stage, the biggest in the world, an IMAX research and development center, theaters, celebrity wax museums, a yacht marina, 8 hotels, and a theme park. The plans were announced at a star-studded event in Qingdao on the same day as the Emmys. Take that, Modern Family. Nicole Kidman was there, so was Ewan McGregor, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Leonardo DiCaprio, John Travolta, Brad Pitt. Oh wait, sorry, Brad Pitt is still banned from going to China because of a movie he was in about Tibet 16 years ago. Fortunately, none of those other celebrities have said anything critical about the Chinese government. They were also apparently paid a lot of money. Now, apparently the Dalian Wanda group already has preliminary agreements with a number of global film and television giants and talent agencies to create about 30 foreign films a year there, which is perfect. They only allow 34 foreign films a year in China to begin with, so now they can all be made in China. Hollywood is already bending over backwards to get in good with China, well, except for, actually casting Chinese actors as leads. Any movie that would offend censors won't be one of the 34 chosens, and then the doors to the world's second largest movie market would be closed, which is what happened to Brad Pitt's World War Z. He just can't catch a break there. Foreign studios could get around the quota by making a Chinese co-production, but they'd have to agree to have 1/3 of the main cast be Chinese, use 1/3 of Chinese funding, shoot scenes in China, and most importantly, help boost China's image overseas. So you'll probably never see a Schindler's List style movie about Chinese military hospitals harvesting organs from still living Falun Gong practitioners. You'll probably see more movies like Hero. Oh sure, Hero is cool. Jet Li doing martial arts, that whole color thing they had going on, until you realize the moral of the movie, which was entirely funded by the Chinese government, is it's okay for the emperor to kill everyone because what's most important is that China stays united. So the problem with any successful business venture in China is that they all have these weird, shadowy connections to the government. The Dalian Wanda Group started out as a state-owned real estate company called the Xigang Residential Development Company. Wang became the general manager there in '89, and the company went public in '92. Before that, he spent 16 years in the People's Liberation Army. Now, the thing about real estate in China is that technically the government owns all the land. So any real estate company, state-run or not, would need to deal with local governments and officials. Now, believe it or not, local governments have to make their own money. They don't get it from the central government. And a good way to do that is forcing ordinary citizens off the land, since it's not theirs anyways, and sell it to developers like the Dalian Wanda Group. According to Amnesty International, between 2009 and 2011, there have been 41 cases of self-immolations over land grabs. In one incident, after 36-year-old farmer Wang Shujie ignited himself, police rushed forward and shot him dead. I guess burning to death wasn't fast enough for them. Construction was already delayed after all. Now, at the same time the Xigang Residential Development Company became the Dalian Wanda Group in '92, Dalian got a new mayor. You might have heard of him, Bo Xilai. Not the nicest of guys, but Wang had to have been on Bo's good side for the Dalian Wanda Group to expand as rapidly as it did, and for his own personal fortune to grow as quickly as it did. So is Wang just a good businessman that really knows how to work his relationships with officials and operate in the Chinese system? Or is the Dalian Wanda Group being backed from within the party? Over the past several years, the Dalian Wanda Group has been moving away from real estate to focus more on the entertainment industry, both with the new media complex and the 2012 acquisition of AMC Theaters. There was also the purchase of a major UK yacht company, and we also know that over the past decade, the Chinese regime has been putting more emphasis on their soft power. A coincidence? And as Wang himself even pointed out, once the Qingdao Oriental Movie Metropolis is completed, the Dalian Wanda Group will be the only company on the planet that not only makes movies, but also owns a line of theaters for worldwide distribution. Which then raises the question, what does this mean for Hollywood? Might it have met its match? Or will China's version of Tinseltown just give you heavy metal poisoning? Leave your comments below, like this episode. I never ask you guys to like the episodes. Check out the Facebook page and Twitter as well. Thanks for watching. Once again, I'm Chris Chappell. See you next time.